Hello there, Cubs. It is I, Stray Cat, the one and only, coming to you with another episode of Stellaris Console Edition. Alrighty, when we left off, we had been slowly expanding the reaches of our empire. By slowly, I mean very slowly, because a couple of my scientists were hung up on a couple places, but now it's moving right along now. That said, we're going to continue. There we go. And to put that back on normal fast speed for me. Let's see.
Anomaly found.
Oh! Efrov B2. Unusual readings suggest there may be more to this desolate world than meets the eye. Okay, fair enough. Uh-oh. Asteroid sighted. Deep space tracking arrays on Stonehead have made an alarming discovery. A large asteroid is heading towards the planet on a direct collision course. Should it impact the surface, the consequences would be disastrous. The asteroid must be destroyed before it is too late. This is an ill omen. What?
New sitrep.
I've never seen this before. All right. Well. Asteroid sighted. I've never seen this before. Okay. That... I might be able to stop that with my fleet. Now that I have that going. Adding in a few more ships since I unlocked the frigates last episode. That might be the only option I have. Just have them targeting that. And
Fleet action underway.
asteroid getting destroyed. Beautiful. The asteroid that was approaching Stonehead on a collision course has been destroyed. With their doom averted, our jubilant citizens on the planet have taken to the streets in celebration. A scan of the remaining fragments have also revealed that the asteroid consisted largely of valuable minerals. We have collected what we could. Beautiful. And I'm going to send them back for now. Unicom's ultimatum. Sorting through the data uncovered on the ancient station has proven a daunting task for our linguists. However, several broadcasts have been flagged as particularly revealing, with some providing a glimpse into recorded conversations. Ilsapne, that's a name for the anchor. Ilsapne Tuerthi. I think that, whatever. And to discuss the recent interference from the universal community, here is Most Exalted Professor Akmani Sando and Doctor of all perceived existence, Emek Ina. Most Exalted Professor, what is your interpretation of Unicom's demands? The demands are outrageous. The universal community continues to treat under-civilized worlds with the utmost disdain. But let me ask these self-proclaimed guardians of galactic morality, is it not more unethical to withhold life-saving technologies, to withhold those ideals that form the cornerstone of our triumphant society? How vile would we become if we allowed a world to speed towards its own demise and not reach out to save it? All excellent points. Doctor of all perceived existence, I imagine you must be equally outraged at Unicom's tampering with our destiny. What I have to say now may shock you. Despite the stubbornness of the organization, I think an effort should be made to study Unicom's concern. It appears the broadcast was cut off at this point. They appear to have been a dogmatic people. All right. Still don't know where this is going, but it's something. It's something interesting. Weapon testing. I guess that was... Oh yeah, that was from Efrov. It seems the apocalypse has come to Efrov B2 many times over. Surface scans reveal that the planet has been scorched, bombarded, seared, and peppered. Sounds like a sounds like a decent steak in what is surely some of the most extensive weapon testing we have yet to encounter. Though countless attempts have been made to obliterate the planet entirely, it appears the aliens had not yet developed the technology for it. Science Officer Hamza al-Adal has collected an assortment of broken weapon remains in the hopes of recreating their designs. I'd say
New
analyze the
sitrep.
samples. And it requires someone doing the project, because of course it does. It's almost every time. Okay. And now you can't do anything until they're done. You can't do anything until they're done. So I guess you just sit there. For now? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's gonna be how it goes. And we're going to continue to hope. We have learned much from analyzing
Special
the
project
remains of
complete.
weapons found on Efrov B2. The recovered fragments were from a mounted directed energy system, weapon system, that emits a highly focused energy ray that can be used with great results in space warfare. Science Officer Hamza al-Adal recommends that we use our finds either by developing armor to counter the lasers or by recreating the weapons for ourselves. Well, both are good. I say let's go for it on the weapons. Why not? And then reinforce the fleet a little bit.
System reconnaissance completed.
And then do it again. And now it should be at full strength. Perfect. And that's going to be a while. That's going to be a while. There we go. Oh, shit. I don't have enough alloys for that. Doug, damn it, damn. Oh, another dimsdale, damn it, damn. Alright, do that, do that. There we go. That seems good. And why is crime sneaking up? That's bullshit. Why is crime sneaking up as some garbo? Why do I have to devote anything to precinct houses? I don't wanna. Alright. Let's go with that. And that. And I guess I'll just wait until it hits 10% and then do something about it with planetary decisions. That's the only option that doesn't annoy me. So let's also let's hold off on that. Let's see what we can do. Stonehead. So let's go ahead and do. Let's do research labs. And now I have to wait for more minerals before I can do something else. Ooh. Efrov 1. The ISS Remembrance has discovered a previously unknown strategic resource on Efrov 1, dubbed volatile motes. These preternatural particles contain a tremendous amount of energy, which could be exploited in energy production as fuel or even as explosives. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Sure, hell yeah. Also, I just realized I had not checked the time again. One would think I would learn. Okay. Yep, it's good. Now I know. Fantastic. Alright. Cool. Now, continue onwards, and I'm continuing to have to wait until I can. There we go. And now, Holy World encounter. We suspect that there is more to Prophet's Retreat than rich resources and a pristine ecosphere. This ideal world in the media system. That's a surprising name for the system. Lies curiously untouched, save for an ancient gleaming marker buoy in a high orbit. Intricate designs have been etched into the hull of this device, and though we cannot say with certainty, we believe the origins of this artistry lie within the nearby Uldaran waters, which makes sense. So inscrutable is their attitude towards us, we can only speculate upon Uldaran designs for this world. There is at least no indication yet that our interest in Prophet's Retreat has caused them any offense. We could take it, but probably shouldn't. Curious. We'll just go with curious for now. Don't want to risk getting them more pissed off at us. Because, you know, I think our presence alone already pisses them off. So, for the second tree, we're going to go into Discovery.
Council agenda available.
Yes, it is. Chart the unknown. Eventually we will.
Recon pass completed.
Alright, which means one of these can go. I want to say, first you, then
System reconnaissance completed.
Oh, and you're already done. Well, that was fast. Okay. Now, this is where it's tricky, because I'm not sure where the limits of the Eldarans is, but I guess we'll find out once we move forward. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Propaganda station. Saints and Cyclops. Interesting. Another broadcast has been flagged as noteworthy. Although clearly a dramatic work, it does provide us with some useful context for our investigations. Actamian Rawan, okay. It has come to my attention that you visited Entula Saman again last night. I thought you had forsaken them in favor of our love. In Elka Utai. I assure you, it was merely a courteous visit. Know that I am committed to you and no one else. That is what your mouth says, but your mind, it tells me something else. Something different. No, not you too. Yes, I too. I discovered my psionic gifts just last night, and what I had imagined would be a joyful exploration of our deepest feelings, but where I cannot seem to find the words for, became one of despair, the treason in your thoughts. You don't understand. My mind, I cannot help it. I cannot help but see this path as rational. Oh, Rawan, if only your new psionic gifts allowed you to read my heart instead of my mind. Okay. Psionic abilities. Curious. Alright. And getting some of my energy drink in my gob because, boy, am I expending a lot of it doing these stupid bits of mine. But it's fun. It's fun. Oh ho! We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Helos system. For now, we have codenamed them Beta aliens. until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we must decipher it in order to establish communications. Interesting. I guess that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to put Aisha Al-Mubad on it and see where it goes from there. Hopefully it's something good. Key phrase, hopefully. Alright. Now we're going to, I was going to say pop the starbase there, but apparently I was out of alloys. Huh. You do not seem... Huh. Interesting. The question is, not only what are you? You're a science ship, but I can't... Uh-oh. Well, shit. Contact has been lost with our science ship while investigating a strange asteroid in Halax. We are detecting weak emergency signals from their last known location. Should investigate further if we intend to recover their vessel. Damn it. I know what that is, and that's annoying. Because I don't remember who that was. Okay. Okay, so it's probably not that big a loss because that isn't my lead researcher. It's not going to be a loss per se, but it is going to be annoying. Tell you what. Alright, that should be enough firepower there, right? Feels like it is. Cover, yes. Okay. Will be enough.
Construction complete. Having them be one of the automated ones is because eventually there will be a lot of resources that I already have claim over, but there will not be anyone gathering it, because if I'm stuck with one construction ship doing all of that automated buildup, it's never going to be able to keep up. So I'm going to need two. So right now we're making a second one that will be our starbase builder. Anomaly found.
Okay. Resonance imaging of the Ver 002 asteroid suggests an internal composition consisting of rare crystals. Interesting. Alright. There's that. They'll be going up there. And you will be going down here. Actually, it's probably faster to send you up there. Now that I think about it. I'll just keep you down here. It's probably faster in the long run.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Alright, that's done. Good. Next thing, well, blue lasers is already started. at the same time, survey speed would be very nice. Let's go blue lasers. Okay. And now this one. The fleet we encountered in the Hilo system is unlike any we've seen in the space before. It does not appear to be aggressive, but we can only speculate as to its origin or purpose here. Our best guess is that the fleet represents a faction without formal ties to any local authority or civilization. Okay. Interesting. Well, it seems the storm has avoided my planets, which is something. I'll take it. Won't be happy about it, but I'll take it. I mean, yeah, I will be happy about it. What am I talking about? Secret Heart. While unremarkable on the surface, the Vir 002 asteroid has a hollow core lined with industrially valuable crystals like a gigantic geode hung in the stars. With special instructions prepared by Science Officer Hamza Al-Adal, any future mining platform should be able to carefully harvest these crystals from the interior of the asteroid. Excellent! And we've discovered rare crystals. These crystals lend themselves well to both high-end electronics as well as laser weapons systems, thanks to their spectacular refractive properties. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. I say abso-fucking-lutely.
Construction complete.
Alright. Establishing new standards. Yes. Yes. Now, I could go that route, I'm not going to. I'm going to go with zero-G refineries. The addition of internal refineries on mining stations will substantially increase mineral production. Absolutely. Also, I just realized I forgot to... What? When did I get gene tailoring? Oh, yeah, because I started with that with the overtune. That's right, I remember. Okay. Standardized Corvette pattern. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that one already. A lot of critical research can only be done in a zero-gravity environment. Oh, yeah, I've read these. What am I thinking? Being okay. Now that they are in place, time to do it. Unable to build a mining station in Amron. Why?
Anomaly
Because
found.
the other one had already planned out a mining station. That makes sense. The interior imaging of Delcore 2A suggests a massive underground caverns wait below the planet's surface. They may be worth investigation. All right, let's do it then. Okay. False asteroid. The irregular asteroid we encountered in Halax appears to be sentient in nature. Approaching the orbit of such objects is highly dangerous, and science ships are advised to leave affected systems immediately until we know about these entities. Okay, continuing investigations. Yep. Rachel Carter got the victim trait, which reduces her lifespan by 20%? 20%. Okay. Alright. The asteroid in Halax served only as a shell for a massive organism living inside. We have successfully destroyed it and recovered ISS Wayfarer. Caution should be taken in further investigations of asteroids. More of these creatures may be out there, lying in wait of easy prey. Unfortunately, Rachel Carter suffered some irreparable harm. 20%? Percent? You've gotta be shitting me. Percent? Okay. Well, apparently we lost a ship in that fight.
that. And do that. And then swing around over to here. Why are we doing that? So that way I know if this stretches out in between or not. If it's part of one of them, then it's going to be a bit of a problem. Alright, let's put Matteo Fazio on that. Because this one is talking about the what was it? I don't remember the name. Cathalloid. Cathalloid. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Since they're
Special
working on
project complete.
that, hey! We scavenged the debris in Halex. Gave us 200 rare crystals. Hey! Very nice. Very nice. And now we are sending you back to home base. Alright. Hey! Archaeological. Again, that feels like that shouldn't be rare. But alright. Fully excavated. Let's check out the first contact event first. We have reached an impasse, with the fleet identifying itself as the Ghost Ship. This unusual presence ignored most of our diplomatic overtures, but we can infer that it represents a neutral entity which stands apart from galactic civilization. We suspect that if the fleet possesses any owners in the conventional sense, it would take extraordinary measures to reach them. With this in mind, we have summarized our findings for future teams of scientists to make use of, in case such an opportunity does arise. All right.
Permanent communications have been established with an alien empire.
Ghost ship figured out. I've never run into the ghost ship before. But it is a science ship. I was correct in that assumption. Ghost ship. Interesting. That is an interesting design. And it's a science ship. Very odd. Okay. Why is that phone even going off? I just heard a phone that I thought I had turned off, or the battery was dead. Okay, that's weird. Propaganda station, old cast. Alright. This is the finishing up of this archaeological site. Our linguists have also translated several news items. They believe this broadcast in particular is worth paying attention to. Reports coming in from the Helios system draw an increasingly dire picture. The cowardly Solfani Authority ambushed our brave Enlightenment forces at location Enyepsal. Nevertheless, our exalted leadership states that the process will not be interrupted. As quoted, our patrons didn't give up on us, and neither shall we leave any underdeveloped civilization behind. This is starting to read to me like they intentionally are uplifting civilizations that are nearly to sapience, but not quite. Rumors have also surfaced of a possible collaboration between the wicked barbarian authorities and representatives of Unicom. Okay. Unicom's ambassador, however, denies the interstellar community communicated with any of the barbarian oppressors, and states that this is yet another instance of convenient paranoia from our exalted leadership. But with or without powerful allies, the Solfani Enlightenment process is in a critical state. It will not be easy to turn around, but... Wait. Solfani Authority ambushed... But it's an Enlightenment process, so... It's a... conversion? It's an attempt at converting... Huh.
So they were trying to convert other nation states into their own culture. Huh. Unfortunately, the rest of the broadcast is too corrupted to be deciphered. Our engineers have already created a copy of the database. In time, we hope to recover more information from this long-forgotten civilization. Well, here's hoping we find more. Because now I'm curious as to what the hell could they have been doing. Okay. And you are clearly there, and you are going to build that once you get there. That'd be good for me. And that is fine. That is nearly back at base.
Construction complete.
Another storm. Okay. Gravity storm detected. The gravity storm type. We have named it Monsoon Hask Pakara. Okay. This storm will cause devastating effects to colonies and hamper our fleet's access to emergency FTL, taking preemptive measures as strongly advised. The heavy gravitational forces of this storm will inflict progressive difficulty in fleet operations, with our larger ships at the highest risk. Despite these issues, our colonies will be able to use this extreme environment to our advantage, enhancing the effectiveness of certain tasks. And I'm already seeing, it's affecting. It's already affecting Felon. Okay. Well, let's see what effects it can have. It's kicking up enforcers output, bureaucrat output, and from duelists resources. Okay. And it's going to eat up a lot of consumer goods. And it's going to add some monthly devastation, but not much I can do about that. Faster than light damage risk for emergencies, quite a bit. Ship modifiers. Knocks down weapon damage per ship size. So the higher it gets, the worse the damage debuff is. So, depending on the storm's intensities, the aftermath will lead to higher building and district costs, but also more unity from bureaucrats. When massive stellar bodies collide, the resulting impact sends gravitational ripples throughout the galaxy. When these in turn collapse, a gravity storm is born. Negative effects on ship targeting systems and the fluctuating gravity makes almost everyone forced to stay at home. So it's like snow. Okay, fair enough. Alright. So we are affected by the storm for right now. It's not affecting housing much yet. But it will make it a little easier to not have to deal with crime at some point. Okay, so it passed and it's leaving gravitational anomalies on Felon Day. That's fine. Now the modifier has changed to extreme? Well, shit. Will expire in 3 years. Mountain in the sky. A severe gravity storm caused an extraordinary transformation of Felon Day's landscape. The storm's powerful gravitational fluctuations severed the planet's largest mountain from its tectonic shelf, lifting it vertically above the planet. It remains suspended in the upper atmosphere, held aloft by a residual gravity effect of the storm. This remarkable upheaval has exposed previously inaccessible ore reserves in the bedrock beneath, as well as providing researchers with much to analyze. Well, interesting. Living metal lakes on Delcor 2A. Okay. Investigation of the caverns below the surface of Delcor 2A revealed them to be filled with a silvery liquid metal. flows from cavern to cavern, creating rivers, pooling into underground lakes. More surprising still is the discovery that this metal substance shares many key properties with organic life forms, including responding to environmental stimulus and exhibiting self-sustaining processes. It remains to be seen whether this exceptional metal should be classified as truly alive, but it may have several practical applications for our engineering technology. Very interesting. Curious. Now we continue on with discovery. Up that says a lot better. To boldly go. A new age of exploration is upon us. As we once mapped the surface of our home world, we must now brave new terrain. Spice! Sorry, I had to go a little Tim Curry on that one. There is a galaxy full of wonder waiting to be discovered. Hells yes, it is. Our curiosity about the universe is what got us this far, and there's still so much left to discover. Damn right there is. Hells yes. Let's go. A site barren and bare. The passing of a cosmic storm in Adar has uncovered a site of possible archaeological significance on Adar 4. Sorry, Adar 6. I keep getting confused on that one. Preliminary scans of Adar 6 indicate a devastatingly unstable atmosphere where vast planetary storms dominate the landscape. Our scientists would never have expected remnants of a civilization on a world like this, and believe we could learn much from investigating. Well, prepare a landing party. Let us go!
System reconnaissance completed.
The geoscape of Halax 5 is dominated by what appears from orbit to be silvery metallic crystals of dimensions never before seen. From orbit, they eerily resemble skyscrapers. Closer study is warranted. Well then, abso-fucking-lutely, let's do it. The costs of building stuff. Oh my god! 1,000 fucking minerals just to make one? Oh, fucking hell. Alright. Well,
Construction.
Nanite crystal lattices. Detailed analysis of the enormous metallic crystals dominating Halax 5's landscape has defied all expectations. Science officer Rachel Carter is excited to reveal that these oversized crystals are, in fact, composed of trillions upon trillions of deactivated nanites. Their molecular structure matches no known empire's nanotechnology signatures, making their point of origin indeterminable. They may have been deposited on the planet by some unknown spacefarers for an unknown purpose. As far as Rachel Carter can tell, nanites compiled themselves into perfectly oriented crystalline lattices and replicated until a point at which they became deactivated. While the crystals they created do in fact resemble buildings, they are entirely uniform in composition and cannot possibly have served any such purpose. Well, hey, we're discovering nanites. That's gotta be fun. And now you're going to move over here for when that opens up. And you are going to sit. Oh, you're going to take that spot right the fuck now. Hells yes. So it doesn't stretch all the way across. If that border stops there, then that might mean that this is a viable area to expand to. Brushing up against the Empire is one thing, and I'm not going to be worried too much about that. But I'm very curious to see how much range we have there. As long as it's away from them, it's not going to piss them off. And it's a little hard to piss them off unless I'm taking planets they consider holy. So, let's not do that. Okay, robot. Upon closer examination, the smashed droids found on the surface of UT-1758 appeared to originate from two distinct cultures. Technologically, the droids must have been evenly matched when they were still functional, but there are many subtle differences that hint at different design origins. Curious. I'm also going to display some of our minor artifacts to show the diversity of life in the galaxy. Simply because that gives me a little bit of unity right off the bat, which is always nice. Plus, it adds celebrating diversity to bring in xenophilic and ethics attraction. Always nice. Alright. And it won't be long until I'm bringing in minor artifacts off of all of these that I'm currently investigating. So, it's not that bad an idea to, touch on it now. Is that done yet?
System reconnaissance completed.
Signs of battle. A large amount of ship debris can be found in orbit around this planet, possibly the remains of some kind of massive fleet action. Well, let's check it out. The spectral clockwork. The study of pulsars seems to be an endless source of insights for our scientists, but rarely exhibit any signs of overtly dangerous phenomenon. This makes the recent reports on that's a name. Soygienla. It looks like, I'm not entirely sure. All the more concerning. An initial scan revealed that the pulsar, in addition to its regular electromagnetic beam, is emitting a separate beam at a limited wavelength, which is only visible in the same system at shorter and shorter intervals. According to initial calculations, the interval between these pulses will reach zero at date 2400-11. What occurs then is open to speculation, but the lack of explanations for the pulse has instilled an almost superstitious fear in those who studied it. We must be watchful. We will have answers eventually. Drifting capsule. A mysterious capsule is adrift in Namron. It has no obvious offensive capability and is unresponsive to our signals. Initial scans show that its damaged exterior is constructed using advanced materials and unfamiliar engineering techniques. Further analysis is needed. Well,
New
let's
sitrep.
investigate it. After I get A, that started, and B, check out the first contact event. And it finishes that up. We have discovered a spaceborne organism that shelters inside of asteroids, known to us as Cuthaloids. These creatures are ambush predators that are capable of lying in wait for several years to capture their prey. Capable of engulfing entire ships, we should be very careful when approaching unsurveyed asteroid belts, as they are found to be extremely dangerous. The good news is that they appear to be quite rare, and their asexual reproductive processes can take hundreds of years. Well then, I can't complain. At least not too much. I could go for hunting, but I could also study them.
Permanent communications have been established with an alien empire.
Because if I study them, I might find out cool shit. Speaking of, 2 months. 2 months. 3 episodes in, I finally have the species modification done. Oh my god, that took forever. Alright.
Construction complete.
Alright, and you are done there. You are gonna go here. And yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I read that right. So Gemma and Mia. Soy Gemia. Ah, fuck, that's a mouthful and a half, so you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna finish that.
and then I'm going to have them go forward there so we can see how much we have wiggle room over here.
New species variant available.
Beautiful. Finally, that's done and over with. Faster, stronger, better. Genetically alter a species, not uplift. That one makes a little more sense. It's rare. There was clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Delcor 3 at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the ISS Remembrance have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Hamza Adal is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies. Well,
New
yeah.
sitrep.
Let's do it. I say yes, let's go. To start working on getting a little further forward. And robot debris. 3 nights ago, Chief Archaeologist Kukeza Ngema reported having a disturbing vision as it had been shut away in their quarters until now. They believe the source to be whatever is down here with us. There's no way. There's no way that makes any sense. No way. Alright, well, I'm going to double check my time. I think it's nearly done. Yes, it is. The episode is way done, so I'm going to end the episode here for right now. I'm going to make sure that I set up a few things when we get started with the next one, but for now, ending this. Thank you all so much for watching. Click the like button if you like this particular video, and click the subscribe button if you want to see more of this type of video. Share and comment so we can bring more people into this community and we can talk about the games we're playing together, and maybe have the algorithm pick us up so we can bring even more people in. And I will see y'all in the next episode. This has been the one and only Stray Cat, playing games. Again, slowly exploring, but also finding that the galaxy is large and full of dangers, especially after that shenanigans over on Halax with the Cuthaloids. But here's hoping no more problems like that. Key phrase, hoping. Can't really say for sure it won't happen, but at least for now, we're going to assume it won't. For me and for you.